Hey guys, this is Bob. Well, it's so good to be back with you all. Anyways, I am here today to do a video response. One of my subscribers, his name is Whitemilkisrapper, and his name is Brandon, did a video for me. And if you look down below here, you can see it. And I really liked Brandon's questions. I felt that he has very thoughtful questions, and I appreciated his honesty and his interest in what I do. So, Brandon, thank you for taking the time to sit with me and ask me that. Okay. Well, anyways, in regards to question number 1, which was about spirit guides versus angels, basically, are they the same, are they different? Well, let me define it this way. In the realm of spirits, there are various roles that people take. One of the roles is as a spirit guide. And a spirit guide is usually somebody who's lived on earth, who's had at least one incarnation. And then they go on to guide people from the spirit world. The realm of angels is a whole different level of beings. Angels are generally people who have not incarnated. They are pure spirits who are created by the divine, I guess you could say, for the purpose of service. They oftentimes do protection work. They guide people to keep them on their paths. So are they the same thing? No, not actually. They're actually different classes of beings. However, they're both very valuable. And a person does have around them both spirit guides and angels. Okay? So I hope that answers that. For your second question, you asked about, well, is there a God or are there many gods? And the way I have understood it and experienced it is that there is one divine source from which all life emanates. And out of that consciousness comes many various forms. So the gods as they exist in ancient literature and even in modern day practice of worship do exist, in my opinion, as real beings. And from the spirits I've spoken to, they say yes, they do exist. So for example, Isis does exist in the spirit world and is a divine being. Isis, though, because she's a divine being, emanates from that power, that source. And so you could call that source as God, and that could be the collective consciousness of all reality. And from that come the gods. So there's an old saying that all gods are one God, and all goddesses are one goddess. And from both of them comes one source. So really it all depends on which aspect of divinity you want to focus on, you know. So in terms of, is every religion correct? Well, let me put it this way. I believe that all religions have aspects and facets of the truth. I don't believe any religion, even spiritualism or even Wicca, which I both practice, have the entire truth. I think truth is evolving. I think we learn it, you know, as we go. So anyways, I hope that answers question number 2 for you about my view about God and gods, okay? Now, question number 3 that you asked was about the Ouija board. And you said, do I ever use anything besides the Ouija board? Do I use tarot cards? And you wanted to ask, have I ever used tarot cards or what I think about them? Well, let me put it this way. I believe that all of these various items, Ouija boards, tarot cards, pendulums, you know, whatever you're into, those are tools. And they are tools that help you access the spiritual realm. So you can use a Ouija board or not use a Ouija board. You can use tarot cards or not. You can use a crystal ball or not use a crystal ball. If it works for you and it helps you to connect to that higher self that interconnects with the spirit world, then it's all good. So, you know, I myself have studied tarot and do read tarot. And probably about 15 years ago, I did do tarot readings. But these days, because my work is predominantly mediumship, I don't use tarot because tarot for me is a distraction, and I'm not insulting. It's just the information comes so quickly. I don't have time to flip cards. So, you know, you may find as you evolve spiritually that eventually you just put the cards away. And that's okay, you know, or maybe you don't. Either way, it's fine, because the important thing is that you use these things to connect to the higher self into the spiritual realm. So they're all valid, and I mostly work straight with information and channeling, and sometimes I do use the Ouija board, okay? Anyways, I hope that answers your question. Let's see, question number 4. Now, this was interesting. You said that you're not sure that I really connect with spirits when I use the Ouija board. And to that I'd say, well, that's okay. Everybody has their opinion. But, I would like you to know that I do not fake the phenomena. I do make an effort to connect, and I do believe that I connect with the spirit realm. And that sometimes is hard to convey via video. But if you were actually in the room with me when I do the sessions, you would probably come away with a different view, because there is a vibrational shift in an energy. And many of you who watch YouTube have sat with me during seances and private readings, and I believe most of you who have been with me in person can testify that there does seem to be a shift in the energy. Unfortunately, it doesn't always come over on video, but that's okay that you doubt it. Hey, I always tell people, don't believe a thing I tell you. Question, test, and explore. Learn for yourself, because that will make you a better psychic and a better medium, okay? So if you're exploring the spiritual world, don't just take it because I say, Bob Hickman said it. No, I want you to explore it, okay? And see if the things that I tell you do happen. See if when you work with the Ouija board, you do feel a shift in energy. See if you start to make communications that you know clearly don't come from you. And that way you'll know, okay? Anyways, that's a very good question. I think that's very brave and very honest, and I appreciate that, okay? Anyways, and then question number 5, you asked about my job and my career. Well, the truth is, yes, I am a full-time psychic medium. I run my own company. I don't have another job. Now, just so you know, for many years I did work a day job. I worked as a technical writer, and I did work all day long, 40-hour week. And then I started doing evening work, doing private psychic readings in the evening and on the weekends. Well, I was very fortunate in that I became very well known over the years, and now have an international following. And because of that, I am able to make psychic work my full-time life. And when I'm not doing readings, I work on writing books, which I also sell. And my 2 books, and I think you know these already. One is When Worlds Unite Here, and that I did with Thomas Allen Berg, which is a series of channeled messages. And my other book that's just out is called Ouija Board Mysteries. And I would encourage you to get this book and study it. It'll kind of give you some insights to a little bit about how I work with Ouija and some of my experiences, okay? Anyways, Brandon, thank you for your time. Thank you for your questions. And I hope this gives you some insight. So thanks so much. We'll talk soon. Blessings.